Pardon me, creating a new live broadcast. Please wait.
What is up, people? What is up, my party people? Let me know if the audio is sounding good. Charles Krebs can't stay. Bummer, dude. But good to see you, Justin. Glad the stream is doing well. Yeah, we trying out here, Charles. But happy Mother's Day to you, my friend. Might be a slow night. I figured it out how to view movies while live streaming. So we can finally do Mystery Theater DogTimes style. What am I trying to figure out right now? Let me put this tab over here. I'm just going to give you a quick, brief breakdown of what we're going to be watching tonight. It's the movie Spun. We talked about this. I told you guys this is the movie with the Guinness World Record of most edits. Over 5,000 cuts in this movie, guys. Look at the cast on this thing. Jason Schwartzman, Mickey Rourke. It is hands down Mickey Rourke's best acting role ever. Brittany Murphy, rest in peace. John Leguizamo's most unhinged performance. Patrick Fugit, before anybody even knew who the fuck Patrick Fugit was. Mina Savari, the beauty from American Beauty. I mean, just tons of people. The cast is insane on this. Even Josh Peck. Josh Peck is in this freaking movie. Eric Roberts, Madman himself, is in this movie. But first, let me pull up the chat. I got ahead of myself and I can't even see what the hell is going on here, folks. Give me 2 seconds here. I just got to find the live so I can see if anybody is talking to me. Let me know if the audio sounds horrible or what. I just got to try to pull up the live here and follow the live chat. Let's turn that off. And yo, Chris Flores, thank you, my dude. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much, brother. Prentice in the house. Wow, Prentice. Good to see you, brother. Sup, boss. Trevor, I figured it out on my own, my friend. We are going to watch Spun tonight, the movie with the most edits. Over 5,000 edits. Oh, yeah, I did. I figured out the Discord thing. Yeah, dude. Glass pipe for days. Stuart knows what's up. Okay, so without further ado, I guess we should do the cinematography thing and talk about what they used. Okay, this was shot on the Arriflex SR3. So this is film, guys. This is 16 millimeter here, right? And it's Super 16. So they shot this on Super 16, and then they had to blow it up to 35 mil. So they basically up-res this thing for the viewing, the projection. A drug dealer introduces one of his customers, a speed freak, to the man who runs the meth lab. A crazy 3-day venture ensues. Oh my God, a $2 million budget, and they only grossed $692,000 worldwide to date. So they definitely lost a lot of money on this movie. It's sad because this is probably arguably one of the best movies ever made. 2002 came out the year I graduated from high school. Let me tell you guys, I bought this from the bargain bin at Blockbuster. You know, so we know it's the real deal here. Okay, are we ready? Is everyone ready for this? We'll let people come in. It'll be fun. What's crazy is this was shot on film too. Yeah, dude. Wonder if they used a DI in 2002 for editing. I don't know, dude. Let's get it going. And, oh, I figured out how to do this. I have to play it over here. It'll start playing here, and then I can jump over here. And let's see if we have audio, right, guys? Do you have audio there? Let me know if you have audio, because I can hear it. Can you hear it? I saw this with the cast during a festival. What, dude? Joe Markland, dude. That is awesome. Okay, so we have an ad here. Oh, yeah, we have to get through the ads. So we'll let that happen. Dude, Joe, that is amazing, man. You saw this with the cast during a festival. Should I mute it while the ad is going? Let's see. Yeah, we'll mute it until the actual movie gets going. That was probably really loud. Let me know, was that loud? That ad that just came up, was it like too loud? What was it like? Because I don't really have a way to monitor actually how you guys hear it. I'm just letting these ads run through so then we can get to it here. Anyways, it's a lot of ads, but yeah, guys, I'm super stoked about this movie. Billy Corgan, the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins, he did the entire soundtrack for this thing. It is so amazing too. It is so good. A lot of nice, you'll hear it. It's beautiful acoustics. And look at this. The movie meter ranking is fairly high, 4,642 for losing all the money they did. But I mean, it's because of their cast, man. It's just a killer cast. All right, here we go. It says, based on the truth and lies. Hold up. Let me unmute this.
Crank, creep, bomb, spank, shit, bang, zip, tweak, chard. Call it what you will. It's all methamphetamine.
Ooh, the frame rate's a little weird, huh?
Who is it? Rob?
Dude, look at the production design on this movie.
You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm by myself.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, there are paper, fly papers hanging from the ceiling.
How much you need? Whatever you gave me last time was cool.
How much you want?
Whatever you got.
Well, you know what? I lost my shit, okay? So I have to find it, so if you don't mind just relaxing a little bit.
No, I can come back.
No, man, no, it's okay, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah, how you doing, man? No, man, it's great to see you.
I'm gonna try to fix the frame rate issue here. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna try to fix the frame rate issue. I think there's just too many tabs open right now. So I'm gonna close all of these tabs real quick and see if we can fix this issue here. But it may be because OBS is, now she's really hurting. Let me see. No, she froze up on me. Oh, my dreams are dashed. So close. Yet the frame rate was going so weird, and then like it just kind of I thought maybe if I closed those tabs it would chill out, and then it just completely froze up on me. Any ideas on that one, Trev? Damn, dude. I completely lost it. Usually everyone is in Discord. Haven't seen it done over YouTube before. Yeah, see, I was thinking I could try it like this to still go live through the YouTube, because I didn't want to like funnel everybody into the Discord. So in other words, you're saying you stay in Discord, everyone joins the Discord. So see, I was trying to do it in a way where I could keep it as a YouTube stream. It was working. I did a test, and I fixed the frame rate issue before because I closed the tabs. but now it's like, now I can't get it to play at all. It completely froze up on me. Maybe I can try to refresh it. We'll give it one more go. I got to refresh the whole page. We'll just see what happens.
All right, why don't you sit down and talk
There we go.
to,
Let's see if this helps.
Talk to Nikki. Nikki, this is Rob.
Look at Brittany Murphy, dude.
You're loving him, man.
Hi, for us, all right.
Nice to meet you.
And you know, of course, Frisbee over there.
What? No? Hey, man.
Patrick Fugget. Stellar, dude.
Stay, relax, and just sit down and just let me find my shit, okay?
Well, with the shitty frame rate, you'll be able to tell the edits a lot easier. It's way more intense. Yeah, dude, rest in peace, 100%, dude.
Like half or something?
Dude, I did a movie. I was in the biopic of Brittany Murphy's life. I was in the biopic.
I got it. Yeah. Who is it?
Look at this shit, dude.
I'm busy right now.
Circus Liquors.
Can we stop by later?
What part of busy don't you understand? Huh? I don't got anything. Goodbye.
Dude, look at that crazy swipe edit. This whole movie was shot in the valley, by the way.
I got it.
No. Don't answer my phone. Don't answer my phone.
No, he's unavailable at the moment. Yep, hey, you're gonna have to call back later. Much later.
So he's got that big ass spider web tattoo on his chest because his name is Spidey. Watch who it is.
Just me, Spider.
Hey, go away, fat boy.
Josh Peck. Josh Peck is Fat
Go
Boy.
away, fat boy.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Go away, Fat Boy.
Mike, who called? Who called on the telephone?
Why don't you just sit down, talk to your friend Nikki, huh?
Hey, Cookie.
What do you mean his career didn't go like you expected? You're like, he became a huge advocate right now for all the bullshit going on.
Wait, Spider Mike went to Circus Liquor earlier. Maybe he dropped the dope on Spider? Yeah. Did you ride your bike on the way to Circus Liquor?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. That's only a block and a half away. Why don't you stop freaking out and just backtrack?
I bet you dropped the shit.
Yeah.
That wide shot was a little
I
off,
bet you dropped
like
it
a little
all the way
off.
back. You were on your bike and you just dropped it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
This might be too gnarly, huh? That frame rate's brutal, man. Oh, you thought he'd be A-list? He kind of is, though. he,
Who called on the goddamn phone?
I don't know, you fucking asshole! Holy shit, what the fuck is the matter with you? What the hell's the matter with you? God, what a slut? Genghis Don't you fucking
I can't do it, guys. The frame rate is too horrible. It's too horrendous. I can't do it. It's just killing the experience, man. Damn it. Well, I came very close to trying to figure it out, but I think we definitely got one step closer, Trevor. We got one step closer to doing what I wanted to do, but it just I couldn't do that. I mean, was it bothering you guys? If it's not bothering you guys, we can keep going. But that was bothering me. I'm not gonna end the stream. You know me. I will quickly find topics to rave about. But I don't know if I can keep the stream going like that. Trevor was talking about John Leguizamo talking about it just feels like Hollywood miscast his talent. You know, like, dude, I mean, honestly, he is, because I follow him. I follow him on Instagram, and it's funny because I just recently started following him because of all like his cool like advocacy. I think that's the right word. Like he just is in strong support of like rallying for just the stuff going on right now. I don't want to get too political on here, but he you know, I think he's just headstrong into that right now. So whenever you do that, you guys know, when you do something like that in Hollywood, you know, it causes a little bit of a stir, and a lot of productions are more hesitant to work with you. You know, it's politics. Like Hollywood is full of the shit. I mean, that's the whole reason why, like, back when dudes were like getting chased out of Hollywood, being accused of being a commie and stuff, like, it's the same shit nowadays. You know, nothing has changed, you know. So if you're someone out there, you know, advocating for something that other people, producers and, you know, big people that own big production houses, if they don't like the stuff you're talking about, certainly now social media, they just, you know, they'll be like, okay, we're not going to work with him for a while. You know what I mean? That's just unfortunately how it is. This shit still goes on. But I mean, you can see the dude works. He's a really good voice actor too, obviously. So he's still got, you know, look at that, Ice Age 6. Dude, what the fuck? Ice Age 6? They made 6 of those movies? Holy shit, dude. Ice Age 6. That's why I say, man, could you imagine if you were in any franchise, but an animated franchise? Dude, that's where the big bucks are at. Animated franchise. That's crazy. Oh, they haven't even started this one yet. Oh, they're still filming this. I don't think they finished this yet. Wait, what was the production status of that? Oh, it doesn't come out till December 2026. That makes sense. So they're still currently working on Ice Age 6. That's funny. Hollywood plays its own politics too. That makes it hilarious. Yeah, Hollywood does 100%. There's so much there's politics involved with everything, even like small little jobs, like all level of jobs. There's like some level of politics, and it just gets worse and worse the bigger the job is, the bigger the budget is. There's more politics involved, and I mean that in all aspects, not just like legit like literal politics, but I also mean in just like the hierarchy of things, and you know who you can say what to who, and you know, people being afraid of other certain people. It's just a bunch of horseshit, dude. Like honestly, that's the kind of shit that made me want to like kind of quit acting, to be honest with you, man. Like I just got so sick of producers that would just like say like, I'll give you an example, man. I'll give you an example real quick of something that I did. I you know, because I did like a lot of Lifetime style movies. I did a lot of you know, I did a lot of these weird kind of shows like on Travel Channel, Lifetime Channel, that was speaking roles, right? A lot of reenactment shows, like I did a lot of that shit, dude. But I was specifically working for one. I'm not going to call it out specifically, but if you go back on my IMDb, you'll find like all the weird shit that I was acting in. And right here, there's a lot of stuff, like you got to go past all my cinematography stuff, and then so right around here, like we'll see, what was my last acting role? Probably this Brandon Speaks Dog thing. But you'll notice like I was just doing voiceover on this. This was a friend of mine doing like a little PBS show, but I also was the cinematographer, but they liked my voice. I was a voice actor for a long time too. But so this was the last TV movie I was in, so that's what I'm talking about. I did like TV movie stuff. This was in 2018. Anyways, there was a show I was working on. It was a speaking role, and it was a reenactment show, so they wanted me to have like all my scruff grown out. But I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this about me, but I'll show you my face, right? I literally, it's impossible for me to grow a beard. And people make jokes about that, but the real thing is because my family is Ottawa Native American. So my family is from, they have deep DNA. Well, my great-grandma was Native American. That's how it began, right? So my great-grandma was Ottawa Native American. That's a tribe from Canada. Like some of my uncles got their card. Like that's how much Ottawa Native American blood they have. They got a card from the government. Like some of my uncles have that. Anyways, but that's really why I can't grow a beard, right? Because that's not really a thing in Native culture. Like they, you know, that's why you don't see a lot of natives with big beards. It's like really hard to grow beards for whatever reason. Like it's just not in the DNA. So anyways, they fucking cast me, and literally like we have to shoot like these reenactment shows. You will like, you'll get cast, and then you'll be on set in like 2 or 3 days. Like that, like some of them that happens like that. Certainly was with this specific one, right? It was a big network show. It's a big, well, not a network show, but it was for a big network. Anyways, they go, hey, so try your best not to shave, okay? And I'm like, and I tried telling them on the phone, I'm like, well, you know, I can't grow a beard. So it was like what it is now. I walked in like with this weird scraggly Johnny Depp looking shit. You know what I mean? Like, because that's all I can do. This is literally all I can do. And I've done it before. Like, I will not shave for like 3 weeks. There will be nothing here. Nothing. And this just is all super weird and wiry. Like, it's not full. Like, when some men, you look at them, they got like a full mustache. I'll never be able to grow like a full, thick mustache. I just don't have that in my DNA. So anyways, I show up to set, right? And I don't have nothing here because I fucking told them I wasn't going to fucking have a beard. And And we get on set, and the first thing this fucking producer guy does, well, first of all, the hair and makeup lady, she accused me of lying to her. She was like, you shaved. And I'm like, no, I didn't shave. I told you on the phone. I literally told her on the phone that I can't grow anything here. I told her that. I said, I told you that on the phone. I can't grow. I didn't shave. And you can even see like little patches. Like it's like, you think I shaved that? And what, you think I just suck at shaving? Like, so I got into it with the hair lady, right? Hair and makeup lady, whoever she was. So then next thing I know, I'm walking to set. I'm already fitted out. They had to like put the dabble. They had to do like theater style fucking stubble on me, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck ever. This is what happens. And in my head the whole time, I'm like, this is what happens when you cast someone and you only have 3 days to show up on set, and you cast me via a self-tape. So they didn't even meet me in real life. And this is for like a big network. Anyway, so I'm already fucking pissed off, right? And so I'm walking to set, and I'm fully outfitted. And this producer guy, I pass him as I'm walking to set, and he grabs my arm, and he goes, hey, he goes, what's going on? I thought you weren't gonna shave. And I go, dude, I told her I can't grow hair here. And he looked at me like he didn't believe me, like he was so disgusted. And he goes, wait, you did, how old are you? You haven't hit puberty yet? And I didn't fucking say it. I didn't smile. My demeanor didn't fucking change at all. I just looked him dead in the eye. And I raised my eyebrows like I do. Because I couldn't believe he just said that to me. And then he froze, and then he tried to like laugh it off and just turn around and start walking away. And I was like, this is the fucking shit why I don't want to fucking do this anymore. You know what I mean? Because like, and the reason why is because, for those of you who don't know, I started acting when I was in high school. I started acting when I was basically a kid. You're still a kid in high school, right? So I was acting for a very long time. And it's a nonstop theme where producers and even some casting directors, I've experienced casting directors do this too, where they just feel like they can say and do whatever the fuck they want to anybody. And I just got sick of it after like nearly 2 decades. I'm like, nah, this ain't where it's at, dude. I get so sick of people that talk to other people as if they're in a different hierarchy than them. I don't roll like that. And I also have never believed in this idea that we must cater to these people talking down to us so we can get ahead in life and all this bullshit. No, I don't play that game either, right? And Hollywood it's just infiltrated with that. It really is. And people will sit here, there's going to be old heads that'll watch this and they'll go, no, Justin's just jaded. He just had a hard time. No, dude. They just want you to think that, everybody wants to sugarcoat it. Right? Everyone wants to sugarcoat it, but I'm talking to you as someone that was on the ground, working steadily and nonstop, had this happen to me, and it's like, no, I'm not going to keep doing this. Like, I don't want people talking to me as if they put their pants on a different way than I do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a real thing. That sketch, that's that Christopher Walken sketch. He goes, when he wakes up in the morning, he puts his pants on just like I do, one leg at a time. Only difference is when I got mine on, I make gold records. Pow! That's the cowbell sketch. But I love that, because it's so true. It's like, yeah, dude, like you can't walk around acting like you're better than someone when we're all the same. We're just muscle and flab and bones, And I've just always had a big problem with that. And this industry, unfortunately, is riddled with these people that think they can, like that guy did. Like he thought he would make a funny joke. And I notice some people, they're like, dude, come on, he's just making a dumb joke. But that's just it. He doesn't fucking know me. Why is he talking to me like we went to high school together or something? You know what I mean? Like, I don't play that shit. Right? Like, I just don't. And I think people see me. They see me like, I'm very skinny. I'm a very scrawny man. And I think people aren't intimidated by me because of how I appear, right? Because I appear a lot younger than I am. I even sound younger. I act younger. But where I flip the script on them is when they say dumb shit like that to me, and I let them know instantly by my body language, everything, like, no, you're not going to fucking talk to me like that, dude. And that's really when the beginning of the end started for me. And that was deep into it. But I think that was just like the icing on that was the beginning of the snowball for me, where, at that time I was old enough, because that would have been like 2014, 2015. I was old enough to go, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. So you're talking from 2002 to 2015, I was just putting up with people thinking they could talk to me however they wanted to. And in the beginning, you kind of go with it, especially when you're a kid. When I was like 18, 19, I would just go with it. But, the older I got, I'm like, nah, I'm not going with this anymore, dude. You know, and it's just a thing, unfortunately. It really is. It's a real thing. And I think a lot of people would like you to think differently. And I think a lot of people have convinced themselves differently too. There's a lot of delusion in this town, you know, where you almost have to, if you actually want to play the game and I guess succeed in some sort of level where to some extent you kind of do have to become a little bit delusional. And I know a lot of people are going to say I'm crazy for saying that, whatever, but I don't know, man. And maybe so. Maybe I just had a harder road than other people, but I have a hard time believing that. There's nothing special about me, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up, not at all. Let's see. Per Google, John Leguizamo appeared in several Robert Rodriguez films, including Desperado and The Adventures of El Mariachi. He was also considered for the role of El Mariachi in Desperado. Oh, 100%, dude. No, John Leguizamo, yeah, dude. No, he's the man, dude. I can pull up, we can look at all of his credits right now. I mean, the dude has been around for a very, yeah, he's GOAT, dude. Oh, by the way, did you know, in the original Spawn movie, he plays the clown. He played the clown in the original Spawn movie. So, by the way, if you have not seen the original, I mean, I as a kid, I loved Spawn, so I was always obsessed with Spawn. But if you know what I'm talking about, the Spawn movie, the clown character is insane. I'll show you a picture of him right now. We got screen share on, right? Yeah. So watch. This movie was nuts too. This is 1997, $40 million budget in 1997. Holy shit, dude! Look at him. I have to show you this. If you've never seen this before, look at that. That's John Leguizamo, dude. It's so good, man. Oh, he's great. He's so underrated, man. He really is underrated. Let's see if they got another crazy shot of him. Here's another crazy shot of him. Look at him. He's like how little he is. He's like a midget. Sorry, I don't think that's the correct word. A little person. He's a little person. Is that correct even? Sorry, guys. I don't even know the correct phrase for that. Little person. Look at him here. John Leguizamo. Dude, he killed it. You have to watch this movie. See, this is what I mean. I got to figure out the frame rate thing so we can just, but this is our own way of roasting it. Look at him, dude. This is a killer. Look at his teeth. Look at his teeth, man. Holy shit, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, man, this movie's nuts. I was obsessed with the comic books when I was a kid, so I just had to see the movie. Look at him. John Leguizamo is so good. That's probably one of the craziest. I don't think it's crazier than his Spun role, but it's pretty gnarly, dude. Let's see what they shot this on while we're looking at this. Hold on. Let's see what they shot this on. Movie cam compact in Zeiss super speeds. Guys, I don't even know what the hell a movie cam compact is. What the hell is a movie cam compact? Oh, wow. It's one of... Wow. Yeah, see, I didn't know what the hell that was. Look at that thing. What the hell? Look at that thing. It's like a cheap film camera. You know, it's like when you can't afford the Airy, you got to get this. Or does it... What's the deal? It's probably better. It probably has like higher frame rates or something. Variable shutter, 180 to 45 degrees. Calibrated in segments with positive locks of 45, 90, 120, 144, and 172.8. Interesting. 12, oh, there you go. 12 to 32 frames per second. Weird, it only goes up to 32 frames. We don't know if this is the exact one they had, though. Either way, yeah, dude, John Leguizamo's no joke, dude. Look what happened to Val Kilmer. His ego made directors and producers not want to work with him. Sean, I don't know about that. I've never, well, here's the thing. There is also a thing about that where, talking about Val is, a lot of that was exaggerated through the media and everything. Have you watched his documentary? Have you seen the documentary on him they did on him right before he passed? It's so good. His son does his voice. It's this one right here. You actually learn a lot about, and they tap in about what you're talking about, and also because I know I was a huge Marlon Brando fan. Being a young actor, like, to me, Marlon Brando was like the god, and so I was obsessed with Marlon Brando. And there's a specific movie that Marlon Brando and Val Kilmer both worked on together, and it's called The Island of Dr. Moreau. And so there was all this stuff, and there's even like audio recordings of them fighting, and you can hear it. Like Marlon Brando used to carry dude, he's so psycho. He would carry around a miniature little recorder in his pocket, and he'd record conversations, and so he had it with him a lot of the times. And so they put it in a Marlon Brando documentary, even audio of him and Val Kilmer arguing. But then later I came to find out, like, and maybe they just started saying this to kind of like cover it up a little bit, and because maybe they made up. So I don't know how much of this is true and not true. But later on, they tried to say that it was kind of for show, that they were both kind of like, it was like one of those joke things, like. Michael Cera will do this sometimes too. Like if you search Michael Cera blowing up on set, you will find some of the craziest stuff. But then like the whole thing is like it's a joke. It's like a joke. Every set he goes on, he likes to like prank the people he's acting with. But no one really knows except for the director. So there's tons of these bloopers online, and so maybe the Val Kilmer Marlon Brando thing was supposed to be like that, but they're obviously not like comedians, but so I don't know how much of it is true. I don't know, but I do think that the media exaggerated a lot of that, his attitude. But maybe that's just because I'm such a huge fan of Val Kilmer, where I'm just like, dude, don't say anything bad about Val Kilmer. I don't talk about politics or religion. Some of my mates have been talking clueless crap lately because they think everything they hear on whatever podcast or the Joe Rogan. Don't even get me going on Joe Rogan, dude. Joe Rogan is, the guy's not even a comedian as far as I'm concerned, and I'm someone that studied comedy for a long time. I did Groundlings for a couple years. I did a little 5-minute stand-up set at the main stage at the Comedy Store. I went through a brief period where I was really big into comedy, and I say brief, but it was years. It was multiple years. So I'm well versed in stand-up comedians and stuff like that, and I just firmly believe that he is not a comedian. I've never thought Joe Rogan was a comedian, and now finally the rest of the world is acknowledging it, and I love it too. I gotta share with you guys one of my favorite YouTubers. He is like if you're anti-Joe Rogan, this guy slays. This guy destroys Joe Rogan. What's his name? Elephant Graveyard. This guy is so crazy. But his level of trolling is next level. Look at this. Comedy Czar. You guys have probably seen this. It has 1.1 million views. How comedy became a dystopian imperial hell world. But dude, he has one before this one. There's an even better one. And even goes hard. Look what he did to Jerry Seinfeld. 1.1 million. You guys have probably seen this. There's millions of views. Like this guy right here. Burn the Boats is a funeral for Joe Rogan's comedy career. 4.1 million views. But there was a time before that where he went again. This one is crazy too. Rise of the Undertoad, the tragic life of Joe Rogan. Like he goes hard on Joe Rogan, but it's so good. It's so poetic even, where you're just like, dude, because oh shit, John's in the house. Dude, John, you're too good, man. I think you need to take your significant other out for Mother's Day dinner. It is not a lot, but you can do better than McDonald's. Thank you, John. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, dude. No, we did the family thing tonight. We did the family dinner thing. Funny enough, you say that, John. I don't eat McDonald's. I have like a hard... I am, funny enough, I'm very, very picky when it comes to food, and McDonald's is one of the places that I can't go to. I can't go to Burger King, but like I'm not against dirty burgers. Like if I go down south, I would love to find a Checkers. I think like Checkers, I know that's like a dirty burger, right? It's like, wow, he'll eat Checkers, but he won't eat McDonald's. So, like I have my things about me, but McDonald's is one of those places where I just don't quite get it. But that's funny you say that. But yeah, dude, we appreciate you, man. Let me see. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, that's Joe Rogan shit. Sup, buddy? We causing some mischief and shenanigans tonight. I was trying to do Mystery Theater DogTimes, but the frame rate is horrible. We started out watching Spun, and I fubbed it. You guys know I'm still learning the internet at 41 years old, so I can't quite figure it out, man. I recently turned 41, so it's like, dude, and I'm definitely. I had the thought today where I was like, dude. So I don't know if you guys saw or not. I started relearning skateboarding after 12 years, and so I had the thought today. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm going really fast. And then I'm like, I feel like that's the that's the oldest thing I've ever said. Is I feel like I'm going really fast, you know, because I'll be on my e-bike and you're like, wow, I'm going so fast. Then you look down, it's like 9 miles per hour. You're like, wow, I'm getting old too. Anyways, let me get caught up here. I got all thrown around here. He said it just feels like Hollywood. Oh yeah. I went too far back now. Sorry guys, I just want to read this. Try your best not to shave. Yeah, man. It's like, okay. I didn't shave at all. Also, Justin, I watched your Jacob Owen, aka Ego Maniac, micro penis video, and it's amazing. What you said about those guys is so true. Why do you call it ego? Oh, you're calling Jacob Owens egomania. You know, funny you mentioned that, Stuart. So what Stuart is talking about, he's talking about my infamous video, YouTuber versus filmmaker video. If you guys haven't seen it, it's the video that Brandon Washington told his entire podcast audience not to watch because it doesn't deserve the views. I love to tell people that because that's what he said. So it's this one right here, The Truth About Filmmakers on YouTube. The funny thing about this, though, is that Jacob Owens is like the only one that kept it real. Like, honestly, I drug him the hardest in this video. And then afterwards, if you go check out the comments, he's the only one that didn't lose his mind, funny enough. So I actually have like way more respect for him now, funny enough, because he was just like, yo, do you want to do a podcast about this? Like, that's literally all he said. And the shitty thing is we never ended up doing the podcast because I would love to. You guys know me. Yeah, that's why I started doing the live stream. Like, I love talking, you know. I think everybody in the stream has figured that out by now. So I was like, yeah, dude, let's do it. But, you know, this was back, when was this? 5 months ago? This was back in November when I made this video. So we obviously never did the podcast. So I don't know, like, if he got intimidated when he really started, maybe he started researching me and saw, like, oh, God, this guy doesn't give a fuck, you know, like, so maybe that scared him a little bit. Or maybe he's afraid he can't control his temper. But, you know, funny enough, he's controlling it better than Shane Hurlbut. Even Shane Hurlbut's team came from me in the comments. I mean, if you guys want to go down a rabbit hole, the comments on this video are insane. I've never even read them all. Like, I honestly haven't. Like, my wife was monitoring the comments because it was like too much. I did not expect this video for people to have, like, people were talking about this on Threads. I don't even go on Threads. People were talking about this on Threads. People were like, again, like Brandon Washington was so upset about it, told people not to watch it. Like, and it's just like, why though? Why? You know, like, I still don't understand how, like, there's certain things I just don't get. Like, it's like, okay, you tell everyone that you're quitting filmmaking to be a full-time YouTuber. And my first, like, guys, you know, maybe it's just because I've been in the industry too long. But my thing is, like, if anybody calls themselves a filmmaker, the first thing I want to do is go put their name into IMDb and see what kind of history they have in Hollywood. You can do this with anyone. Well, if we put in Cam Mackey, the problem is like, there's literally only one credit on this. And that's fine. Maybe he only does, and this was a music video just like a couple of years ago, 2024, last year. And it's fine. Maybe he only does commercials or like verticals or whatever. But still, it's like, that's... Yeah, I also, if someone came to me, like one of our good friends was just here today, and he's a legit big-time music video commercial director. But even him, like if he was like, yeah, I'm a filmmaker, it's like, and he is, and he's directed some short films with some very famous people in it, people that you all know by name. So he is a filmmaker, but right now, I wouldn't call him a filmmaker because he's just doing music videos. And maybe it's just because of the way I was raised and because I grew up through the theater world. When I hear filmmaking, okay, my brain is wired a certain way. When I hear someone say filmmaking, that to me says movies, films, you know, not anything else. Not fucking YouTube B-roll, not little commercials for Instagram, not working for Apple, nothing else. All it means is films, movies. And again, maybe that's just because of my history as a theater kid. And then from theater, that's how I got into acting in TV and movies.
I think that's a little strict.
You think that's too strict?
Yeah. I mean, I think if you're making music videos and commercials...
You think that's filmmaking?
You're a filmmaker because...
But there's no film being made. Like, that's the struggle I have with it.
You're still telling a story. You're still... it's
Yeah.
all the same ingredients. You're just coming up with a different product.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can hear Marianne, but she's saying that that's too strict of me to be like that because, and I get it. I mean, I've worked on commercials as an actor too, or as a cinematographer and a director even. And you know, it's true. I guess it's true. I guess, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I guess, but
For me, it's just more like if all you do is YouTube videos.
right, if all you do is YouTube videos, yeah, there's no way.
Reviews of tech and it. I think that's where it starts to be.
Right, that's my whole thing too. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's totally murky if someone is only doing sexy B-roll YouTube videos, right? And that's the first thing I think about, because if I can't find you on IMDb, like I'm gonna be like, dude, well, where's your body of work? How were you able to retire and quit filmmaking if there is no like body of work to be found, right? So that's always my thing. And then my first thought is, okay, then you're not a filmmaker, you're a YouTuber. Because if you were a filmmaker, you would exist on the industry standard of resume. You know, and again, maybe that is just me in my age, but guys, anything you do is going to end up on IMDb. That's just the reality of it, you know? And my whole thing is like, and I think why I'm so strict like that is because to me, in my experience, even from my acting days, in my experience, the movies that I worked on, you feel like you're actually a part of filmmaking. Like movies always have a higher level of collaboration over like a commercial or a music video.
Right, but I think being able to participate in the making of an actual film is such a luxury and like a rarity that...
But that proves my point, right?
But I don't think so, because I think you just stop being a filmmaker every time you're not making a movie.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear Marianne. I wish, let me know if you guys heard what she was saying. Because she always is the voice of reason. But either way, right? Either way, like she pre-screened that video. I never let anyone pre-screen my videos except my wife. Marianne pre-screened that video I made, and she didn't feel like there was anything.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah, she didn't see anything crazy in it, right? So I thought, yeah, it's got to be good to go then. And yeah, we didn't foresee, and my wife is very reasonable. I don't know if you guys could hear her talking there, but she is way less strict than I am in this kind of weird kind of thing that I'm obsessed with when it comes to that word filmmaking. And maybe that's my own thing, but also, guys, I have a little bit of a weird mental thing. So some people know that watch this channel, and because of that, I get hung up on semantics a lot, right? So, and that probably has a lot to do with it too. Either way, and you can call me old school, but I do see a huge difference between a YouTuber and a filmmaker, and I will never deny that, because there will always be a huge difference between YouTuber and filmmaker, hands down. And I'm speaking to you as someone that is both. And that was the whole point of my video, right? Because in my video, all I'm trying to do really is have a philosophical argument with myself almost. And that's really, if you watch the whole thing, that's where it gets down to, where you realize like, oh, he's doing this weird struggle thing. And I think that's why Cam Mackey chose to masturbate on camera, because he's kind of making fun of me as if this philosophical argument that I'm having with myself, and I've included their names into it, you know, and I've included observations of them in my philosophical argument with myself, where he saw that as masturbatory. So then he literally masturbated not once but twice on 2 separate videos, and then Mondo Bites applauded it and encouraged people to watch it. And no one's talking about that. No one's talking about the fact that this guy is masturbating on camera, right? Like, that's weird, right? But that's you know. So either way, but I know, you know, so I can learn to be less strict about these things, because that does make sense, right? Because yeah, and I just think about our friend, like he does do movies, really awesome movies with really talented people, really well-known celebrities, but for some reason, I don't know, for me it's just like the music video and commercial world, to me, like all of those are in their own zone of whatever filmmaking you want to call it, right? So I've always like had this crazy Venn diagram in my little head, and like music videos are over here in this bubble, and then, you know, it's like music videos, commercials, and then fucking social media is in the middle, but then you got like movies is the crown, like movies are like the top. And I don't care if it's a short film or a feature film, like if it's a movie, like and again, maybe that's just because of my background. I've just always held that up as like, yes, this is what we all are trying to do, right? Because I think a lot of you would agree with that. Like whether you're a cinematographer, director, a producer, an actor, whatever you do, a writer, and maybe I'm wrong. And if you're someone like Patrick O'Sullivan, the wandering DP, like he all he wants to do is commercials, and he said that in his own shit. Like he only wants to do commercials because that's where the money's at, and that's if you're smart and you're not actually, dare I say, you're not actually an artist, right? But that's very, very, oh, I shouldn't have said that, right? That would piss people off. But my thing is like movies should be the pinnacle. Like the movies should be the ultimate goal of where we all want to be, right? And that's why the ladder starts at music videos, then goes to commercials, then goes to movies if you're playing the game, right, and you're not trying to make your own shit. But if you're out here trying to make your own shit, you're always just making your own movies. And that's kind of how it's always been, right?
I don't totally agree.
You don't agree with that?
I feel like if you are being creative, you are participating in filmmaking. And music videos and commercials can both be incredibly creative, ingenious storytelling modalities. And I think that really the differentiation for me between like art and not art is, you know, like with YouTube, I feel like YouTube is just sort of a visual representation of a forum. And so I feel like it's more of like the club where you talk about filmmaking. Doing YouTube does not make you a filmmaker, but it also doesn't make you not a filmmaker. It's just a separate thing. It's a totally separate thing.
And that's all I was trying to say. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
I do think it's a little too militant to say that.
It's a little too what?
Militant to say that, you know, commercials and music videos are not, the people making those are not filmmakers, because they are filmmakers. Those require just as much talent and creativity to pull off as a movie. And there are people who make movies who turn them out like corporate projects, you know, like, you know, Hallmark movies and...
Oh yeah, Lifetime did that that's why I did so many.
And there are people making music videos and commercials who are like making groundbreaking work. So to me, I feel like
it's true.
It's all
true.
in the same camp. I don't think there's much value in quantifying what's better than the other.
Yeah, she's right about that. At the end there, she was saying that. Say that one more time.
Well,
you said about quantitative.
I just don't think it benefits anyone to qualify which one is better than the other, and to like measure what is more of filmmaking than something else.
Yeah, that's true. That's a really good point. See what I mean? Like she's the voice of reason. And she's not wrong about that, you know. But at the end of the day, you will notice that she still said there is a difference between being a YouTuber and a filmmaker. So I'm not the only one that thinks this. Obviously, the comments on the video are very divided. You know, I don't want to be bringing up old shit, but someone else did first. So look at that screen grab. Yeah, that about sums it up right there. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, that was some insensitive shit to say about me. That's right, because someone was saying, yeah, if you just dropped in here, we were talking about, someone gave me shit because I can't grow facial hair. A producer, by the way. JP, people learn that behavior from each other because they are lost, not able to navigate life from being detached from the natural world. They should watch more PBS wildlife shows. Yeah, with that the famous guy's voice.
David
Attenborough's voice. Yeah, he'll make anyone chill out. If I'm being honest, I can see Leguizamo not taking shit either. If you've ever watched him advocate, you can tell he's a no bullshit kind of guy. Oh, 100%, Trevor. 100%. Of course, he's seen Spawn. It's awesome in that. The Violator. Yeah, the Violator. Yeah, the Violator is the clown. Yeah. His trajectory was straight up in the late 90s, but he just never seemed to break out. He's a leading man that never got leading man shit. Your audio sounds crunchy, man. It does? Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. I'll bring it down a little bit. Is that better? I might have it might have been clipping out. Sometimes I put my voice too close to it. Sorry guys. How is it now? I'm really far behind. My brother looks just like Val Kilmer. Tim Heidecker did a good Rogan parody. Really? I haven't seen that. Hold on, I want to find that now. Damn. It was crunchy the whole time, huh? I think what ends up happening, I get my voice too close to the mic, or maybe when I moved it, I bumped the levels up. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, we'll have to watch this. Hold up. Joe Rogan isn't politics. He's just an opportunist, in my opinion. That's interesting. I mean, yeah, he's definitely. Oh, yeah. See, I keep getting right up on the mic. He definitely is an opportunist because he, he's all about making money. That's for sure. I can't stand the way Mickey D smells. Can't eat there. Yeah, I'm the same, Ron. Justin, check out the film doc Lost Soul: The Doomed Journey of Richard Stanley's Island. Yeah, we were just talking about that. One of the greatest clusterfucks in film production history. Yeah. So yeah, you heard what I said about that then. That's funny. I was just really far behind in the chat. That is why I did not give $25. I want you to do better. I cannot stand McDonald's, but remember, I was alive and well when McDonald's was founded. I was an A&W root beer stand guy, chili Fritos. Damn, John. John's the man, guys. Guys, if you don't know about John 2001, he's legendary, man. He's been a filmmaker for a very, very, very long time. I wouldn't have pegged Brandon Washington to be like that. He presents as such an amiable everyman. Yeah, I mean, I stopped watching him after that. I'll tell you that much. Agree, bro. You should have some kind of IMDb history, even if it's not much. LOL. At least show some kind of history. That's my whole thing too, Jeff. But again, that's my acting history, right? So me as an actor, that's how I'm originally wired. And I think a lot of people forget that. I'm an actor first. I was an actor first. And not just for a little while, for fucking 2 decades, right? So, and then I directed a little bit and then went right into shooting. And I've only been shooting for 8 years. So, but because I'm so heavily infused in the acting world, and to the point where I've been a member of the Screen Actors Guild since 2011, very long time. So I'm just infused in everything that goes with that. And in the acting world, casting directors won't even look at you if you don't have any credits on IMDb. That's just from the acting standpoint. So maybe I carried a lot of that with me. And I know it's hard because you've only recently, within the past few years, been able to add music videos and commercials to IMDb. You can even put commercials on IMDb now, but they have to be like, it has to be somewhere where IMDb, which is owned by Amazon, has to be somewhere where Amazon can easily identify the source. They just have to verify that source is published and released and it exists, right? So people can even put commercials and music videos on there now. So I don't buy that either, that, oh, I only do commercials and music videos. It's like, well, why aren't you smart and putting it on IMDb? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know to some people that it doesn't matter. But it actually matters, guys. It matters to people that are the fucking pawns, like not the pawns, but like the man behind the curtain is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It matters to those people. Anyways, you can make a music video that has a story arc, but yeah, a lot of music videos are just a vignette bullshit. It is Mother's Day, aka the wife is most definitely right day. Look, no, guys, I never really argue with her because I am smart too, actually, and I can identify someone when someone else is saying something intelligent. You know what I mean? That's why I say she's the voice of reason, because me too. Like I run more on rage. Funny enough, I run more on rage than I do like on being able to empathize with someone. Passion. Yeah, well, yeah, passion. Yeah, she said passion, but that's really what it is. I am so super passionate about things that I can't even control it. Like I can't control my passion for anything. Like even down to dumb stuff. Like if someone hands me, like this morning, like your mom had that piece of bread and it looked like there was meat in the middle of it. And it was just raspberries, I guess. But I thought there was meat in the middle of this thing that was supposed to be a pastry, and I was so like turned off. But I couldn't like control my facial gestures. I couldn't control the words coming out of my mouth. Like, and I was like, "Ew, that's meat," you know what I mean? And it's like, what? But like, I can't. Like, that's just how my brain is. Like, I can't. I never learned, or I just don't know how to control the level of like everything is like a level 10 when it comes to me, and I've never been able to control that or put a cap on it or anything. And I think like because of that, people that see me and hear me talking or like just existing that have never experienced me before, they either A, think like I'm on some really heavy drugs, or B, they just like they think that I don't know what they think, right? But whatever they think, they think that I'm really serious and like how can I say this? Because the thing is too, like even like something like that video, right? So even something like this video, you know, I do it and I'm done. You know, like but because of my uncontrollable level of passion, people feel like, wow, like maybe this is a thing that, you know, is tormenting him or something, but it's not. It's just like, I just go through these things where I'm like, da, 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 and I'm so passionate and it comes across so heavy and people are like, oh my God. But then I turn around and like, I'm a hummingbird. Then I'm like, bing, next thing, you know, like I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot about this other stupid thing, you know, and I think it's just, I'm just wired a little differently to where it comes across very extreme. And in my head, it doesn't feel extreme at all. It just feels very, you know, because extreme to me is probably scary extreme, maybe, you know, like, holy shit, dude. Because what I'm trying to say is like my 10 is everyone else's like 25 probably. So it's really hard for me to regulate my inner stuff, you know what I mean? And, you know, that comes through a lot on the videos and shit. We can hear, but the mic is peaking, by the way. Is it still peaking, guys? Yeah, I can hear it just fine. The film doesn't have to be a feature film to be a proper film. Indie stuff. Oh yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Short films. I mean, I started my whole cinematography career off of directing in short films, and then started shooting short films. Yeah, I love the video. Might be time to do a follow-up. A follow-up to this video? No, my wife. Yeah, no one will let me. And when I say no one, I mean Marianne.
It's too stressful.
It's stressful. It's stressful because the comments. That's the stressful part. Like I don't like. And the funny thing is, guys, I've done follow-up videos. I've done like 2 or 3 follow-up videos, and none of them ever went public. They are on the Patreon though. but I never posted them publicly because it's just, yeah, it's
not worth it.
It's not worth it. And what's not worth it is the comments. The comments are too hardcore. Oh, I saw my volume got bumped. Damn, I think the audio got bumped. I just now saw it was normal again. YouTube is not filmmaking. It's a different genre. It was literally created to be a different approach to storytelling than long form film. IMDb does not include people like me that was always an industrial corporate DP and producer, so that would never qualify, but that is okay. My films are still being used for a number of works. Yeah, I know. So see, that is unfair of me. Even people like John that been working for a very, very long time, but yeah, no, I know. It's unfair of me. I'll admit that, you know, it is unfair of me to be like that. 100%. I'm not a filmmaker yet, but I do have an IMDb credit. Don't worry, Justin. Other people are starting to make fun of the Shiltubers. NVU Films does in almost every video. Yeah, NVU Films. I recently saw something he did. Let me find that right now. NVU Films. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, you know, something was a little off-putting. I started watching his stuff. He's got a very distinct style that was just a little bit too, I don't know. I guess I could give him another shot. He was talking about like pooping and stuff, and I was like, oh, what's he talking about, dude? Like, so there's some things where I just can't do, you know. But it was probably just that video, hopefully. Does OnlyFans count? That's hilarious. Shit tubing does not count. It's just shilling. So many filmmakers have shot music videos in the past. YouTube is a platform on which you could do film, but on which the large majority of content creators are literally not trying to do filmmaking. You know, that's funny you brought that up, Trevor, because, you know, the guys, what's their name? Papa Lou Brothers? The guys behind Don't Talk to Me, they started on YouTube. Like, they would put whole movies on YouTube. And that's literally how they got started. I don't know the name of their channel, though. Let me pull this up real quick. Talk to Me. Hold on. Talk to Me. Yeah, I don't know how to say their name. The Phillip brothers. They had a YouTube channel. I better just copy and paste this because, oh, man, they got me bad here. Here, I'm going to do this real quick. I'm just going to search for their YouTube channel because I pulled it up before. They have short films and shit on here, if you didn't know that. Yeah, right here. Break, 2012, director Michael Phillip. But they have their own channel. I just don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of their channel. These are the guys here that made the movie. But that's actually how they got started, you know? So, yeah, but again, the difference between what they do and what all of the people in my niche do you guys know the difference, right? These guys were putting out full actual movies, like crazy movies with budgets and shit on YouTube. That's a difference, you know? Yeah, if you're using YouTube to actually present films, then yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, you're a filmmaker on YouTube. But if your YouTube channel is just all reviews and shit, it's kind of hard to be like, this isn't really filmmaking, you know what I mean? There's no scripts here, you know, there's no stories being told here other than, you know, you trying to make money, you know what I mean? By selling something, you know, it's a difference, man. Let's see. So many filmmakers have shot music videos in the past. Yeah, no, I know, 100%. That's how you start. That's how David Fincher started. That's how everyone starts. That's what and I know, I acknowledge that. I said you started music videos, then you go to commercials, but what I'm saying is, again, the movies are the end goal. Maybe that's just me. But to me, movies are like you reached the top of Mount Everest. You know, that's all I was trying to say. YouTube is a platform on which you could do film, but on which the large majority of content creators are literally not trying to do filmmaking. 100%. When you turn the Chrome browser on and off, the sound goes up and down. Really? When I turn the Chrome browser on and off? Oh, you mean when I go to my main cam? So on the main webcam, the audio is fucked, but on screen share, it's normal. So you're talking about on this camera. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's way too hot. Now I'm doing my job and watching the levels. Okay, I see. Weird. I wonder why that one is so hot. Damn, that's super hot. But then this one, is this one all? Yeah, this one's not as hot, is it? This one doesn't look as hot. I see what you mean now. So it was only when it was on my big cam. So damn, was it fucked that bad? Did people bounce out? That's okay. Scam Mackie makes video selfies of himself. Filmmakers understand the craft of storytelling. Justin runs on 93 octane rage, high quality shit. That's hilarious.
I agree.
Yeah, you know, it's just a different level. Good night, all. Stay true, stay valuable, and always be ready for the next big thing or the possibility that the old stuff can work too. Thank you, John, my friend, dude. Guys, go. We gotta. I was gonna say, check out John's channel, but I don't know if he actually has stuff on there. I'm gonna search him up right now. I was gonna say, if John has some content going on, guys, be sure to show him some love, man. He's one of the real ones. He's an OG. Let's see. I don't even know if it's gonna pull up, because I know a lot of people just have videos or just have YouTube accounts, you know, without putting content on, which is fine. But I was just gonna say, John, if you have a YouTube channel, dude, plug it, man. Let us know. Anyways, yeah. So our whole plan, my plan, got ruined because of the horrible frames per second here. We could try to. Oh, it froze up again. Yeah, it froze up again. That's weird. Yeah, I haven't quite figured it out. So maybe next time we'll do the thing where we stream through the Discord. I was just trying to do it in a way where maybe I thought I could do it through YouTube. No content. Companies kept me to agreements. Hell yeah. No, I feel you there, dude. Thank you, John. You're legend, bro. How long have we been going now? An hour? We've been on for an hour already? Holy shit. All right, so the plan got snubbed, so that's a problem. But we did start. At least we tried to watch. We watched technically the first scene. What we should have done is started counting those edits, but the frame rate was killing me, man. It was just killing me. But I think a lot of people bowed out with the crunchy audio, and we got some good insights tonight. It was good stuff. Voice of reason that we got to have, so that was good. That's always good. And yeah, it's a shorty, guys. Hug your moms, call your moms if you got them. I don't have a mom, but I have mom-in-law and my sisters are moms, and anyways, but so if you know anyone that is a mom in your life, you know, make sure you reach out to them and just let them know that you're thinking of them. Okay, guys, thank you guys for stopping.